I was just telling everyone, folks, look how green it is. It's very green because it rained, and like I say, in the desert, the flowers and the brush soak up that moisture, and they intensify. The hue intensifies in color. And so we're leaving the Wilsonville, which is known as Pine Grove, and the Rockland area. It's all kind of the same. Pine Grove's kind of the main city and area, and Rockland was kind of a little suburb that was a spur. And Pine Grove had a hardware store also, folks. I remember I was telling you what it all had, but I couldn't really concentrate because I had to ride along cliffs. It had a hardware store, Wells Fargo, 300 people lived up there. And so a lot of the miners that lived in Pine Grove, you have to understand the connection between the two, but the miners that lived in Pine Grove often journeyed to Rockland. It was a rough journey. And there was two mines, the Wheeler mine. You had a blacksmith, you had barber shops. By 1893, there was 2 to 3 mills. One produced 8 million and billion. So folks, there was a newspaper here. At one time, 1,000 people lived in Pine Grove, but its average population was about 300. And again, I was trying to look it up on my notes, but there was the Wheeler mine. There was 2 major mines. 5 saloons, Wheeler mine, dance hall. You had a gold and a silver mine here. Doctor's offices. And you had the Wilson mine. So it was a big town. It was a really big town. And it lasted at least 50, 60 years. However, Rockland, another story. From like 1868 till about 1872, it boomed. And then it died. 1900 to about 1934, it boomed again. It died. And now nothing's hardly left. People have tried mining up here and with little success because it's such rough terrain. You guys seen it yourself. The snow, the rough terrain. This is not something to fuck with. If you come up here adventuring in Nevada, you come prepared. And you bring the right vehicle and you bring the right extra clothing and supplies and blankets and wood and all that stuff. Because if you don't, and you get stuck here, you could die. You could. Especially if nobody comes up here a few days and you get hit with a 3-foot snowstorm and you're buried. I mean, seriously, you run out of gas and shit and warmth, you're screwed. So yeah, always expect the unexpected. Huh? I know, I hardly used any gas, considering all the off-road I did. But folks, I'm gonna leave and take my departure. Thank you for watching our videos, and thank you for your support. It's been really great, all the support we're getting in. People love the ghost towns we do and the work we do. And that support will keep me going through many more years to bring you guys this. And, you know, I try to contribute to society, so I did some safety gun videos. I tried to make them funny, because, I mean, you can't be too serious in life. And hopefully you guys learned something from today's trip. At least, if you learned anything, it's about resilience. I taught you guys resilience. I mean, we hiked on the side of mines and mountains and off-roaded along cliffs and roads washed out. So yeah, there's a lot of resilience. Next stop, Cambridge Post Office, and then I am going home. This is Lord Rick of the Paranormal and Ghost Society. I need to figure out 55 or 35. It's so slippery. Do we go right? I don't think so. Should curve to the right up here. Should see the post office. I believe there's a few businesses, or maybe even like a place to get gas, a restaurant, something's up here. I know that much. Come on, the post office is here. I think it's still open too. This road is so slippery. Mud on mud. I'm fishtailing left and right. I won't get stuck though. It's not too soft. It's just muddy. I wish it'd stop though, so I could just like park, change my socks, and get a snack, you know, feel some normalcy. Wow, it's fucking muddy. It's pretty scenery, huh? All these little rock formations and hills and dunes. Love it out here. It's another part of Nevada I haven't seen before. I always see new parts of Nevada, and the more I see, the more I love. And think, wow, I'm pretty lucky to live where I do. I get to explore places like these. This shit, what we did today should be on television. We'd have millions of viewers, rather than that bullshit they put on TV. I feel a cold spot. I got a dust orb, it's a demon. Whatever, man. Whatever you think. Come talk to me when you climb some cliffs. We'll talk then. Because what we do is real. East. Whoa. Slippery. I think the post office is right here. See, there's a building. That might be the post office right there. You see it?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's it. There's a sign. Is that the Cambridge post office? I can't tell. I'm gonna have to look at my GPS where we're at. I know the roads if they match up. Wow. It just may be a miner's cabin, I don't know. But there's all kinds of things like this in Nevada if you look around. Of course. You know, we're not too far from Rockland. Rockland's up in those mountains. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking it's the building we saw too. It's pretty, but I'm going to turn around. I'll take that street to the left called East Walk, and I'll take that out to the main road just to make sure I cover my grounds. But apparently there's nothing here. It's another mountain range. I think that stone structure was the post office. Kind of small, but they didn't need nothing big. Just a place to, you know, handle the mail. A couple bags of mail for the area. Yeah, I'm turning around. I'm thinking that stone structure with the benches on each end is probably the post office, you know? The thing is that there was a time when the post office closed in Pine Grove and Rockland, that the only way to get mail would be this post office here. You know, people would travel to get their mail, or they had riders that would bring the mail to them, like via horseback and shit back in the day. Is it a house or? I've never been in this valley. You know what I'm saying? What is this valley we're in? What the heck mountain range is this? I know we've been up in it before. I don't know what it is. Dude, I haven't been in this valley. I don't think I've ever seen these mountains. I mean, there's red rocks out. I've never been down in here. This is new to me. A new part of Nevada. I mean, I've been all over Nevada, me and Tammy, but I've never been in this valley. It's huge, man. And adventure today. Oh yeah, it was a full day. I mean, we did a little everything, off-roading, hiking, exploring, gun shooting. We did a little everything today. I mean, we still got to fire the guns, you know what I'm saying? So, that handgun's awesome. It's powerful, man. There's power. That must be the old Cambridge post office, but there's a mine, so it could be a miner's cabin or it was both. Like I said, there was no way to get the mail. Once the post office closed in town, like Pine Grove, you had to come up here. You had to work with this post office. Try this Walker Road up to the left. This goes up to the main road too, just to see if there's anything. But yeah, look at those. Look at the friggin' Pine Grove Mountains, man. Look at that. That's where we were. We were way up at the top, at the range. We were only a couple hundred feet from the tallest point in that range, Bald Mountain. We were all the way up there, all the way. And look at it. It's storming and everything. Out here, man. I mean, that's that ranch, that house you seen. That's the 7 Ranch or whatever it's called. It's named, the ranch is named after this road. Yeah. So that's what you guys see. Yeah, it's treacherous today. It's a mud bath. Those mountains are huge. Look, it's fucking snowing. Look, there's snow up there. Look, there's snow, guys. Look, that's where we were. Yep, we were at the top. I can see snow at the peak. That's where we were. There's snow up there. It's accumulating as it's high up, which we do the whole Jeep snow. Brush it all off. But I mean, Jesus Christ, man. It's crazy that I was at the top. But everything's deceptive. You know, you can look and be like, oh, I can't make it down those cliffs. It turns out you can. All the time it happens when we hike in the Sierras, like, how the hell do we get up to that peak? There's cliff. But it's deceptive because it's so big, and once you're up close, you can actually see your paths. But I mean, we are up there. You can't tell there's a road that goes all the way to the peak almost. You can't see that shit. But there is. It's treacherous because it's so steep. But we are up at the peak because that's where Rockland is. It's almost at the peak. I mean, I was standing up there almost at the tallest point. I hiked to the top. I was climbing for an hour, climbing hills and shit, or mountains. Oh, yeah. Like you say, like Looney Tunes, folks, like they say in Looney Tunes, everyone. That's all, folks. I can't even do it proper, but I'm so cold and everything. But yeah, that's about it. You guys have gotten a really good grip on what this area is about. You gotta love Nevada. It just throws you so many wrenches. But you guys get to see what this place is truly about. You guys lived it through my videos. And it's good to be alive, it's good to be safe, it's good to be in the Great Basin instead of up in the National Forest where it's snowing on these mountains. More mountains than any other state in the country. There's a grave marker. See the pile of stones? It's a grave. Yeah, it's a grave. Oh yeah. Post. It's probably a miner. Miners in Fairchild. Oh, yeah. miles will hit the pavement. So then from there it's gravy, you know what I'm saying, once we hit the pavement. It's a rough area, but it's, you know, towns like Aurora, Bodie, Pine Grove, Rockland, all these towns, they sit in a rugged wilderness, you know, and it's beautiful country, but I'll tell you what, you gotta take it serious. People who lived up here in the 1800s, they died up here. It's the truth. There's a fucking, what is that in there? Is that a cow? Oh. Huh. It's just a krill. Look at the snow on that damn peak, man. We were just... Snow? Wow. Good night. Alright folks, I'm out of here. Have a good night. Please check out our site, www.paranormalghostsociety.org, to see Rockland, Pine Grove, and Bodie, as well as other ghost towns in this region. And that is the Pine Grove Mountains, and it is storming. We're going to have some dinner and grub, and I'm going to have a beer and a bong. Can't blame me, I almost went off the cliff, so I almost died today. So I got to have a beer and a bong. Life's too short. Peace out, saying bye to the Pine Grove Mountains and the Tioga National Forest and Bridgeport Wilderness. Oh, mine does